of my house I've got in here Supertunia Vista, one of the best flowers you can have in front of your house, as it's cascading on the sides, low maintenance, so perfect for front house decoration. That's how it looks like. What I want to mention is that the flowers are sticky, and very important thing as well is that you have to water it at the bottom. I'm not sure if I have mentioned, but this is a plant which is a seasonal plant, so you just have to put it each year. So it's just gonna last you one season, one summer. And so basically you have to purchase another one. My best advice is to always plant 3 of them in one basket. The basket is size of this, exactly the same basket. It's very easy to maintain. This is the feed I'm getting for this one, and I'm feeding it once a week only. Also, it will have some dead flowers dry out, so what you have to do is pick them up when you've got a minute. They look like this. If you don't, it still will be fine. The only thing is, you need to know 3 things about it. Make sure you get Supertunia, not just Petunia or Tunia, and this is the type which gives you this effect. Water every day, feed once a week, and put it in the most sunny position in your garden. This type needs lots of sun, so if you put it in front of your house and you get lots of sun in front of a house, that's perfect. It will thrive and you will get incredible effect. If you're gonna put it in front of your garden and your garden area is shaded in front, then you're not gonna get that effect. All it needs is sunny position. Okay, my number 1 top choice of a plant of 2024 in my garden, it will be a rose. This rose is, I've got it next to hydrangeas and some grass. This one's morning dew. And this rose is called Queen of Sweden. It's a beautiful rose, and it's got very delicate flowers. The scent is also very delicate. I can't describe it, but it's beautiful. It's not nothing I smelled before on other roses. It's just unique, as unique as the actual rose. So this rose have got very pretty flowers and petals, very delicate as again. They are definitely, most of our roses, they are heavy flowers, and because they are heavy, the stems can't hold them, so they go down, they bring the stem down, and it's too heavy to hold. This one is beautiful and it's very light, and the flowers going upwards, as you can see in here. So it's perfect rose, and it's also perfect for, you know, for a row of roses. You could easily put 3 or 5 of them on its own. It would look most beautiful in your garden. This one I've got mixed up with different plants like hydrangeas and grasses, just because I've got small garden and I wanted some variety. However, this rose looks beautiful on a fence, back fence, because it grows quite tall, and will look nice either with the same type of rose or different plants, as you can see in here, so you can mix it with pretty much anything. The most beautiful scent I ever came across, and the most beautiful flowers, and this elegance and this light pink color is just beautiful. This is number 1 rose plant in my entire garden for 2024. Highly recommended. Queen of Sweden. Okay, we've got decorative grass. So this one is called Morning Dew. Perfect grass if you want a little background to other plants or fence. When I purchased this one, it was very tiny, just from the bottom to the green part, and then all the stems came out in very quickly. So if you want something which grows really quickly but not overtaking everything else, other plants, then this will be definitely something for you. So this is Morning Dew grass. It's got beautiful movements in the wind and looks lovely in the sun. It's a beautiful color, very delicate. My garden is pretty small. It goes well with other plants, so it's going to nicely blend with everything else you've got in your garden. I've got the roses in here, and I've got of course some other plants, hydrangeas, and it's just that addition of something interesting, just giving that extra interest in my garden. So definitely highly recommend. Looks beautiful, as you can see in here, very delicate and lovely movements in my garden. On the back of the fence I've got this one on the back of my fence, and this is how it looks like, and it's only first year. Actually I have it only a few months, probably 3 months, if even 3 months. So if you want quick effect, there's lots of grasses out there, but there's lots of them which overtake everything else and they are massive. This ones grow really quickly, but it's very delicate and pretty, so really good addition to any garden. Just beautiful, highly recommended. Okay, my composition which I've got in front of the house in a vase, that's actually second plants I've got in a vase, second vase I've got in my entire garden. Lilac. So this is one of the best plants you can have in your garden, and you should plant it as soon as possible in your garden because it will take a little bit to grow. And this one is French type and it's white. Of course there are different colors, so you can get white, you can get violet color. I've got both. So this one is a white one, French type, nice green leaves, they're like heart leaves, as you can see in here. I have planted this one just this year. I was worried that it's not gonna go well, and it does need sunny position ideally, so this one is in a sunny position. It's doing really well, as you can see in here. Nice and healthy plant, and I cannot wait to show you how it's gonna look like in springtime. And so this is lilac. I've got the best quality of having incredible scent, very delicate scent, beautiful flowers which you can basically cut and have fresh cut flowers in your vase in the house. And the trees are ideal. They are medium sized shrub, with the trees are medium sized, so they're not massive, and they're ideal to small medium gardens, which is always a bonus. I do have 3 of them. I went a little bit carried away. I got a bit carried away. I've got white one and 2 violet color as well. So I cannot wait to show you in springtime how it's gonna look like. Sooner you plant, sooner you can enjoy it. It's gonna look incredible because you've got green leaves all year round, so it's gonna add this greenery to your garden, and it's perfect for background in the fence. Will give you a bit of length, and it looks beautiful all year round. So that's the main things why you should plant a lilac in your garden. And color is up to you. I love white delicate color, but I also love the violet color, as it reminds me of home. So highly recommended. Sooner you plant, sooner you can enjoy it, and especially in springtime. Okay, next up we've got hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are highly recommended to your garden for a wow effect. This one is hydrangeas. If you don't know anything about hydrangeas, you want something which will basically be perfect for all weather condition, especially wind and lots of rain. I live in England, so I need to be aware that sometimes the hydrangeas get very heavy from the water, or they can break. This one, hydrangea, which is a Limelight hydrangea, it's the most stable one. Basically got the strongest stems, and thanks to this, because the flowers are very heavy, as you can see in here, the name Limelight is from obviously color of a hydrangea. It's got beautiful, very large flowers. You don't have to do much looking after. Basically you just feed it twice a year, and that's it. And you cut it in autumn time in the springtime, sorry, and that's it. That's about it. And it's got incredible, you will have incredible flowers for a very long season, so it will flower all season, even through whole September. So very beautiful. There's a few different types of hydrangeas. If you're having a garden hydrangeas, I would recommend the garden hydrangeas. If you want something white, garden white hydrangeas get burned from the sun. I will show you an example in a second. So this one is the best hydrangeas if you, let's say, don't have any and you want something which will be strong and beautiful. Verbena. Okay, if you're looking for something which will give you a nice background to other flowers, especially if you've got hydrangeas, let's say. I've got a hydrangeas in here. This one is polar bear hydrangea, which got really big flowers, and I wanted some background in here. So I've got in here verbena, and it's got really pretty little flowers, as you can see in here. It wasn't expensive. The only thing, doesn't require much maintenance, and it will grow very tall, and which will give me that nice background. The only thing to be aware of if you got and planning on purchasing one is that they can spread very quickly, so you might have to end up with loads of it and have to get rid of some and spend time getting rid of some, because you will end up with too much. The other things I would recommend when planting verbena is to plant it quite close to from one to the other, just to get this nice effect and background, very full background, because the flowers are very small. The best is to plant it quite close from one or the other, probably 30 centimeters I would say, to have this very nice effect of very full background, because the flowers are small. It looks beautiful on green or white flowers. This one has been only planted recently, so we're not seeing the full effect, but of course we'll get that soon. Geranium, and as you have noticed, I do have probably 3 types of geranium in my garden. Let me know which one do you think is the best. But this one is obviously, this is a seasonal flower, which basically you're gonna have one season and then you have to buy, you can buy the same one, different type next year, but you do have to purchase it every year, as it won't survive till the next year, or it is small chance it can, but it's unlikely. So this is mine. Last year I had the same one, but it wasn't as big. This year there's something else I changed, and it looks like it's, I feel I've got a it's, to me it looks like it's huge. The only difference I changed is I'm feeding it now, so I'm feeding the geranium once a week with a feed. I will show you in a minute which feed I'm using, and I noticed huge difference. If I use the same amount of plants in each container, and it's huge. Each one looks incredible. I will show you the tag, which one it is, in case you are interested. All you have to do is very easy to look after. As I said, just keep watering, because it does like water, or rain would be better, rainwater. And let me find the tag. Where's the tag? So I can show you exactly which one it is. Okay, I can't find the tag, but it was Deep Scarlet and Geranium. So this one I purchased from the plant shop, local plant shop, and it looked exactly the same as you know, the one which you can purchase from B&Q or any other shop. The only difference is that this year I'm feeding it, and it's huge, made a huge impact on the actual plant. The feeding does make a difference, and it's only once a week, small amount, but it's huge difference. So as you can see here, very healthy plant, and it will be giving me far more flowers than expected, and the flowers are much bigger than expected. So that's all I can say. So the only thing to be aware, you need to be watering it and feed once a week, not much else. Put it in a sunny position, and when you've got the dead flowers like this, make sure you want to keep up with getting rid of them, so they will basically kickstart when you plant new grow. So that's all you have to do. But the flowers are beautiful, very big head of flowers. And if you don't have plants or place in soil in your garden, you can just basically put it in a container like I did in here. It's usually you'll put it in a container, but I've got in my garden 3 geranium probably, and this one looks probably the best this year. Probably this will be my most impressive geranium. Okay, this is the feed I'm using. This one is particularly good for geranium. I'm using it once a week and it's the best. Definitely I can see massive difference, so highly recommend it if you can get your hands on this one, on this feed.